Good morning, my lovelies. So I thought I would try something this morning because I am missing my work desperately and so missing all of my clients. So I thought, what can I do to interact with you guys a little bit more? So I'm going to go through my skincare, what I do in the morning. So I haven't done anything yet since I've woke up. Coffee, so important. But I'm going to do a little bit extra this morning to what I would normally do in the morning, just because I've got a little bit more time. It's a luxury just now to look after my skin. I always look after my skin really well, but it's something I just do my basic in the morning. I do everything at night, and when I do my extras like my face mask and skin scrubs, I always do them in the evenings. So first I better get this hair out of the way. I'm going to look a little bit crazy, but who cares? So what I use in the morning just now for my cleanser is Elemis Pro Radiance Cream Cleanser. I use a different cleanser in the morning than I do in the evening. That's just a texture thing for me. I like quite an oily cleanser for the evening to get rid of all the makeup. Because I've cleaned everything off last night, I'm just getting off any extra dirt that could have got on the skin in the night. Which you would be amazed how much dirt your skin can pick up in the night. So with this cleanser in particular, I am just warming that up on my skin, letting it loosen a little bit. I'm just going to leave that on for a minute to let it start breaking down all the dirt. So I've had that on for a minute. I'm just going to take a nice damp face cloth and I'm just going to start cleaning that off my face. So I have to say, this is products that I'm just using at the moment. I'd say I probably change my skincare routine every few months. I always like to try different products that are out there. So this is just my current skincare routine. Now I think I'm going to add a little exfoliation in this morning as well. But first, the next thing I would do after I've cleansed my face is just take a couple little damp cotton pads and some micellar oil and just clean over my eyes, make sure I got rid of all my mascara that I had on the day before. Make sure I got that all off last night, which I think I did. But I still always like to go in and give an extra clean. So I would normally use a micellar water to clean my lids, and I wouldn't normally be rubbing my eyelashes like this because I would normally be wearing nice lash extensions, but I have none. Sad. So the exfoliator I'm going to use this morning is Decleor's Facial Peel, which I don't think they call it that anymore. I think they've rebranded a lot of their products since I last worked with them. But for this particular exfoliator, your skin needs to be completely dry, so I'm just making sure it's all dried off. And you see it's quite a pearly, creamy consistency. It's not like any other exfoliator I've used before. It's actually been quite a while since I've used this. But I thought, seeing as we're going to do a little extra this morning, I'll add in a little extra product. So I've got different exfoliators I would normally use in my nighttime. So I'm going to keep them for nighttime and use this for my nice little extra daytime treat. You can wipe that over your lips as well. So with this, put it on everywhere. And then just go to pat it into the skin until it dries. And you can either keep patting this into the skin until it dries, or once you're sure you've got it everywhere, you can just leave it for a few minutes. But you'll see now it looks like it's starting to disappear into the skin. I'm going to have to go off camera to take this off over the sink because it's very messy. So I'm going to go over the sink and rub this off. So let me just see a little bit if you guys can see. Yeah, you see that there? How it looks like little rubber shavings. So I have rubbed that all off now. So again, I'm just going to take a cleansing cloth and go over my skin and make sure I've got all that off. So I'm going to go in with a face mask because I've got extra time. I wouldn't normally do this in the morning. So first thing I do in the morning is I cleanse my skin, clean my eyes, and then I would go in with my toner and the rest of my skincare. So this is just all my little extra bits that I'm doing with my extra time. Make sure my skin's nice and dried off. Put my mask on. And I'm going to use, I think this is another product that's actually been discontinued by Decleor, but I've still got a few of these in my beauty drawer. So this is Intense Nutrition Face Mask. This is a 2-phase face mask. So the first one is phase 1, which is the hydration phase. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this in the back of my hand. You can see here, it looks like a nice, cool and refreshing gel. So this gives a really fresh, soothing feeling to the skin. So I'm going to put this on everywhere. And just let it soak in. So I'm going to leave this on for about 5 minutes. Take that down the neck before I put on the next phase. Another thing I like to use in the morning if I've got a bit of extra time is these Pixi Fortify eye masks. I have put these bad boys in the fridge this morning to cool them down a little bit extra. But these just feel amazing under your eyes, so refreshing. Haven't got many left in here, I'm going to need to get some more soon. So I'll pop these under here. Oh my god, guys. If you haven't tried these, you need to go and get some. Amazing. So these, gosh, honestly, almost instantly rejuvenate your eyes underneath. Can be a bit fidgety to get off the spoon sometimes. So yeah, these contain a botanical collagen to help fortify and smooth the skin of your eye. Not got this one quite under. It's got caffeine in here, which really energizes under your eyes. Oh, it feels so good. And the hydrogel just infuses hydration. So again, we look a bit crazy. Do we care? Nuh-uh. I'm going to go and top up my coffee while I wait for 5 to put on the next step of my face mask. So I've had phase 1 on for 5 minutes now. So I'm now going to go in with phase 2, which is nutrition phase. And I'm going to leave this on for 10 minutes. So you see this one, it's a lot more creamier in consistency, and this really nourishes the skin with moisture. Feels lush. Again, this is a product that I haven't really used in a while, because I have different face masks that I like to use in the evening, and this is actually just a really nice one to use in the morning if you have got that extra time. It smells amazing. I forgot how good this smells. This is enriched with argan oil and cranberry oil. And again, this is really good for if you have any tightness in your skin, because your skin is dry. This will really help take that away. And it just leaves your skin much softer and gives it a nice luminous look. Smells so good. Amazing. Breathe that in. So yeah, my skincare is so important to me. There's 2 things that I need to do in the day that is just my time for me. So my skincare, I like to take time in the morning before I speak to anyone in my house. I have to just do my skincare routine, take that time for me. And in the evening, another thing I like to do is yoga. So those are the 2 things that I have to do for me. So yeah, skincare for me, it really just, besides from looking after my skin really well, just for my mental well-being, just taking those 10-15 minutes, however long you want to spend on your skin, just for yourself, makes such a difference. A really good, nice chill out time needed. So I'm going to leave this on for 10 minutes and then come back and show you what I do next. So I've had this on for about 10 minutes now, so I'm going to take off these eye masks, and anything that's left there I'm just going to rub in. And same with this face mask. So this is where I would normally be at now in my morning skincare routine if I hadn't done the extra exfoliation and face mask there. So I would go in with my toner. So I'll take 2 little damp cotton pads, and just now I'm using Elemis Balancing Lavender Toner. So again, I would normally just have this as a evening toner because the lavender in it just smells great at night time, so relaxing. In the morning I have just ran out of the toner I would normally use, which I have been using a Pixi Glow Tonic toner, and I really love that for the morning. Oh, this smells so good. So yeah, it's got lavender in it, as it says on the bottle. Sweet Betty flower, and something else that I have no idea how you pronounce, so I'm not even going to try. Yeah, this really leaves your skin with a nice, fresh, clear complexion. Lovely. So I'm just going to wait a little minute for that to dry off. While it's drying off, I'm just going to do a bit of lip care. So I always just use Blistex. I've been using this since I was about 12 years old. I've always had really dry lips. I think that's something to do with medication I was on when I was younger. So Blistex is actually the only thing I've ever used that I found really works for my lips. So I've just let my skin dry off from the toner. Next thing I'm going to go in and use is the Ordinary Buffet. This is a hyaluronic acid serum. I've only been using this for maybe a little over a month now, so I'm still deciding how I feel about this. I would normally use a facial oil at this stage in the morning, but I've swapped it out for this hyaluronic acid serum, which I have to say, after just doing that scrub and face mask, feels much better than it normally would. But this just adds an extra hydration to your skin and helps to fight any signs of aging. Get that, all that goodness in there. Always take your products down your neck as well, and sweep across your chest if you're not wearing big pajamas still like me. So the next thing I do is eye care. So just now I'm using Argyle Botany Company Coffee and Walnut Eye Serum. So this is really nice as well because it's got a metal roller head on it, so it's so cooling and refreshing. So we'll just take some of that, roll it under our eyes, and I'm just going to rub that in. So again, the coffee in this really reduces any signs of fatigue and just helps brighten and awaken that eye area. Next thing then I would do is my moisturiser. So I actually got some Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream for the first time a few months ago. I just finished using it yesterday. It was the first time that I'd used it, and it's just everyone's always talking about this magic cream, so I really had to see what all the hype was about. And I have to say, not hugely loving it. I've been using it in the morning as my moisturiser, so I don't think I would get that again to use as skincare, to say, for moisturiser. What I do think is nice for is if you've done your skincare in the morning, you wait a little bit extra time before you put your makeup on, and then use Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream as a extra base before your primer for makeup. I think it would be lovely for that. But as far as skincare goes, not for me. So I just finished that yesterday, so I've just had a quick route around my beauty drawer to see what other day moisturisers I've got in here. So I'm going to pull out another oldie, which is Decleor's Aroma Lisse, which is again anti-aging one. This is really good because it's got SPF in it, and the sun is shining today. So I've not actually got too much left in there, so I'm going to use that up. And I need to have a clear through my beauty drawers. I've got so many products in there, I don't even know what I've got, and find out what I'm going to use next. Really just work that in. So another thing I do, if I've taken the time to do a skin scrub or a face mask as well, I'll always put a little extra moisturiser on. I always overindulge my skincare if I've taken that extra time. Why not? And final step for me in the morning is Elemis Superfood Kefir Tea Mist. So this is a 4-in-1 super hydrating primer, toner, hydrating spray. Honestly, this does so much. So I'm just going to close my eyes and spray everywhere. And it just smells amazing. This is full of antioxidant rich superfoods, and it really does give your skin a fresh, dewy complexion. Like liquid gold for your skin, baby. So that's me skincare done for the morning. And you see how nice and bright and fresh my skin is, ready to put my makeup on. So I think maybe what I'll do is the next night that I'm doing my evening skincare, where I do my exfoliations, acid peels, face masks, all that jazz, I'll do another wee video for you guys. See how it goes? Ciao for now.